Excuse me. Yeah, what's up? Why is this thing on? What do you mean, why is that on? I'm rocking your shirt. We're live on Instagram. What do you mean we're live on Instagram? This is Instagram Live. We do our pro wrestling and combat sports podcast on Instagram Live. What is the issue here? Yeah, but it's Tuesday. I'm aware that it's Tuesday. It's much like Triple H during the Ruthless Aggression era. I work on Tuesdays. I got news for you, Scooter. You're working this Tuesday. You got to do your thing. Joe,
what up?
I guess we're working. We're working today.
Just like a wise man once said, the only reason why you're champion is because Triple H didn't want to work on Tuesdays.
Then why am I working on a Tuesday?
The schedule changed.
Oh, am I off tomorrow?
I cannot. Probably so. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Tomorrow you're off. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. We might have to recap something. Who knows? You're gonna work when we get. Listen, we got bills to pay, so pay the bills. All right, everyone. I'm Mark the Monster. This is a Don't Say the F Word podcast. We're a pro wrestling combat sports podcast. We don't use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. Thank you. My boy Panther's in the comments here, Joe. Right here in the chat on Instagram. Promo code Don't Say the F Word. You'll save 10% PrinceNanaCoffee.com. Same promo code. It's the name of the show. Use that at Pure Plank. You can save 10% there. You can plank it out. You can get ripped like me.
On the door.
Well, Don't Say the F Word promo code at Strongbox Apparel. You can save 13% there. Now, that's a big saving. That's 3% more for all you math geniuses out there. Yeah.
There you go.
Got our merch table. New merch launched this week. Hey, you do that shirt? What shirt?
What shirt?
The 3-minute shirt you said you were going to do.
Oh, yeah. The 3-minute shirt.
Nah. I didn't do that. So you got me working on Tuesday, and you can't handle your responsibilities?
Hey, hold on. And here's the fence. It could have been done today, but none of us was not planning for this Tuesday title shot belt thing.
Correct.
So,
don't blame me. Blame Tony Khan. Oh, believe me, I blame Tony Khan for enough things. That's valid. All right. Hey, you forgot something. What did I forget? Original Gunplug Garage supplies me with Gundams. Oh, yeah. He's got ADHD. It says it right on his shirt. He's got to mess with these Gundam things all day long while he's doing 14 other things. You wonder why you're constantly distracted and didn't remember to make that shirt.
Hey, once again, it's not his fault. Blame Tony Khan for Title Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tony Khan's fault for putting Dynamite on a Tuesday. But anyway, Mark the Monster, I have ADHD. That's attention deficit. Hey, donuts shirt is available at our merch table. Link in the bio. Joe.
Yeah.
Joe. 2-hour Monday Night Raw last night. None of us got the first bell time right because on a 2-hour Monday Night Raw, we took 27 minutes to ring the bell. 27.
Hey, I knew when I seen the 804 after the whole package deal of Bad Blood, and then I knew it. Like I seen that. I like, oh, they go 807, 808 out the window.
It hit. Panthers in the chat live on it. Took 27 minutes of a 2-hour wrestling program to get to the wrestling.
Yeah. Wait, I thought it was 24. Then the first bell did ring.
Yeah. It took 27 minutes, man. None of us got it.
Damn.
Contest will be back next week. We'll do it again next Monday. It's our every Monday thing, so we'll keep doing it till again, man. Yeah, so they did tape next Monday's Raw.
I did see that.
Y'all know I'm not a spoiler guy. I do my best to avoid them. If I accidentally see them, I try real hard to forget. I did see something.
All I can say is a name change. That's it. That's all I'm saying. A name change. That's it.
Well, I'm going to let that cat out of the bag because, as I said a couple weeks ago, I had an inside scoop as to what that was. And somebody was coming back. So, war. That's all I got to say. Again, I don't like doing spoilers. I don't like seeing them, but I knew that was coming anyway, and I seen that it happened, so I'll acknowledge that it happened. But, Joe.
Yeah.
2-hour Raw. Without digging deep. Just give me broad stroke. Swing that paintbrush after you thin your paints as a helpful tip from the original Gunplug Garage. What did you think of the 2-hour Raw? Just overall, all encompassing, how that show was given to you last night.
I'm going to say from the first 27 minutes, it went good. It went from one to another, just like that. It was good. I'm going to say they didn't have a lot of talking. They did a lot of wrestling, commentary, Monday Night Raw with Joe and Wade. They did a great job, like always. But I'm going to say, all in all, 2 hours. It felt kind of weird seeing 10:01 and the whole thing just went off. It felt weird. Felt back the good high school days of 8-10. Just saying.
So I'm a big advocate that oftentimes a 3-hour Monday Night Raw feels like a grind, especially a few years back. A few years back, it was really hard to get through a 3-hour Raw, especially live, because I'm an old man and don't want to stay up till 11 o'clock. I don't want to stay up till 10 o'clock. Who am I? Shit, and I don't like being up at 8. I'm an early to bed, early to rise kind of guy. Always have been, always will be. 2-hour Monday Night Raw last night. Nobody get mad at me. Please don't get mad. They needed that third hour. They overlapped so many things were overlapped and intertwined. And a lot of that, I think, had to do with they gave the opening promos 27 minutes. And they gave the rap lady, who I don't know.
Red.
Yeah, they gave. So I did not watch Raw on USA.
Okay.
I watched Raw on TNT from the UK.
Okay.
So I'll tell you this. I also like watching. I like watching all my professional wrestling from UK channels with VPN. Why, you ask? I like their commercials better. That's it. I just prefer their commercials. I don't get all the politics. I don't get all the bullshit commercials that we have on TV around here. I don't get all that. I just get commercials for shit I can't buy. Car companies I've never heard of and weird shit like that. So I prefer that. So what I would tell you is they had her in the opening and they immediately cut away. Is that what happened on USA also?
She just said, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw."
Okay. I was like, did they cut away from her because this is a UK?
No.
It's in the UK. Like they weren't. Is she not popular there?
She was on there for like at least 30 seconds. You know.
Okay.
Welcome.
So that's all I seen as well.
Yeah.
So again, old man yelling at the sky, and I've been listening to the same 7 songs since I graduated high school. So Big Pun is still on my playlist. is she like famous? Like,
I'll tell you what.
You have a young, so I don't know really. I certainly hope your daughter's not rocking out to someone named Sexy Red. But
I'll tell you this: ask Kate. Ask Kate what she thinks of Sexy Red.
Man, my daughter don't listen to much music.
I'm pretty sure she knows who Sexy Red is by now.
I'll ask her.
Let's just say
tuned.
Okay.
My daughter's 26, so she maybe, but I don't think she doesn't really listen to much music.
Okay, I'll break it down to you. Call her our version of Lil' Kim, but a little bit nastier. There you go.
That's rough.
There you go.
That's a rough go right there.
That's the best thing I tell you.
I don't think that's a good endorsement. I think, again, old man yelling at the sky. I think giving a 2-hour show 27 minutes of promos to open it up really cut things real short.
It did.
Really cut things short. I do like that we're teasing Seth Rollins and CM Punk.
Yeah.
Here's Seth's promo. I think was very good.
It was good. He took a shot at CM Punk. Told him when you get back, I'm coming for you. Then Bronson Reed. He
helped make Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed responded and pretty much let Seth know he's a marked man.
Mm-hmm.
Bronson Reed's done an interview and said that he was not supposed to hit Seth with so many tsunamis.
Ooh, I see that one, yeah.
Yeah, they just went off the vibe and what the vision is, and he just kept hitting him with them. He was only supposed to do it once.
Oh, damn.
Here's my thing about the opening to Raw. CM Punk went on for too long. We did not need the whole I don't know how much time I got left bullshit from CM Punk. We didn't need all that.
No, so didn't.
Because we know he's not retiring. Is he going to take time off? Maybe. Is this the only match he wrestles in 2024?
Yeah.
Probably, because, man, what a ridiculous part-timer this guy's going to be.
I say they're going to have a big package promo. Return of CM Punk at the Royal Rumble or the night of Netflix.
You think they're going to put him off TV for that long? I mean, I guess my thing is you kind of have to keep him and Rollins separate until WrestleMania, right? There's no way we do this before Mania, right?
They want that big paycheck.
Yeah.
And CM Punk wants to headline WrestleMania one time before he retires. But I don't think that's
CM Punk, someone write this down. Today is October 8th, 2024. CM Punk will never be the main event of WrestleMania.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I don't know how you get him there. And I don't mean that negatively. I just think that time in his career is long gone. I don't know how you get him there. I don't know if I even believe he'll be world champion again.
I don't think he will.
I can't think of what his shelf life is where that can happen. I could be wrong. And again, it's not a knock. I'm not hating on Punk. Much like all the heat I'm taking for me saying that I think The Rock makes the show worse. Shit. I probably shouldn't have shared that.
You shouldn't.
Everybody's mad at me, man.
I know.
And again, I wasn't talking shit about The Rock. I just think he hurts other characters on the show. It may not be that way this time. But anyway, I'm not a knock on CM Punk. I just don't think he main events Mania, and I'm not positive he becomes world champion again. I could be wrong. I kind of hope I am.
We'll see.
Man, Xavier Woods versus Jey Uso.
Another one. They got me off guard. Another one caught me off guard. I should have seen it coming. I should have seen it coming. They trying to play us with Braun Breaker being a good guy. I should have seen it coming.
I did not see that coming. I thought they were just doing the 180 and we're just gonna have Braun Breaker's just gonna be a white meat baby face now, and that's it. I'm so happy that he stayed being a heel because it just makes sense.
And then
holy shit, he's fast.
I know. And then last night I had a vision.
You had a vision?
I had a vision.
Oh, wow, a vision.
Yeah, after I see him do that little take out all three of them, it clicked on me how last week he got in Gunther's face.
Mm-hmm.
So within the next 2 weeks, probably not this coming Monday, but the next Monday, they're taking the belt off of Jay and putting on Breaker. And it's going to be Breaker and Gunther. That's how they're going to do it.
So I'm very happy that Jey Uso became IC champion, but I'm not against the idea of taking that belt right back off of him to work him into the Bloodline story.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could have the Bloodline jump Jey and he vacates the title. Then you can do an IC title tournament. Then you can have Braun Breaker win the IC title tournament at Survivor Series.
I think it'd be
good. I want a tournament pop moment.
I think it'd be better if the Bloodline interferes in that match with him and Breaker, and then Breaker.
Man, Breaker needs to win clean. You can't have Breaker win it dirty.
That's the only way to get the storyline for the Bloodline versus the Bloodline.
I guess. I'm just happy. I'm happy Braun Breaker turned back heel. I am confused as to if Xavier Woods is ever turning heel. I don't even have a guess anymore. I'm out of guesses. This has gone on. It seems like this has gone on for 6 months, and really it's been like 3 weeks. But it just feels like forever. It feels like forever because it's kind of boring. But, dude, help me understand why Sheamus went over Pete Dunne with his hands behind his back. Who did Pete Dunne piss off?
I don't know. It went from I don't know to say it was a good match. I think they had a lot of heat in that match. I think they both got heat with each other for some reason.
So you thought that match was going to be boring. Mm-hmm. Panther may have said that match was going to be boring too. I expect that match to be good. It was about where I expected it to be.
It was still where I expected it to be, but it was a little bit better when they put all little violent weapons in there, if you want to call it that, and start hitting each other with it. Yeah.
In an effort to represent women's professional wrestling, the team on Monday Night Raw put every woman on the roster except for Rhea and Liv in a match against each other.
5-on-5, that's right.
I didn't watch it. What'd you think of it?
I ain't watching either, y'all.
Well, there we go. Then we had Gunther versus Sami.
Ooh.
For 10 minutes.
It felt like longer than 10 minutes.
Dude, I don't think it went longer than 10 minutes. I don't know for a fact it was only 10 minutes, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't much longer than 10 minutes, if in fact it was longer than 10 minutes at all.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. But it was. I say that match shouldn't have been on there. That wasn't a good match with him and Sami. Just saying. I would say him and the IC title matches was better than the heavyweight championship.
Yeah, easily, right?
But the whole 2-hour thing probably did it. So
yeah. So I'm a little curious as to how things progress as we continue to see 2-hour Monday Night Raws. How they work everyone in, how they make everything work out.
Oh, I can't say one thing. I was slightly mad last night. A little slightly mad.
Slightly mad?
Yeah. Because I thought my
Why are we
prediction.
slightly mad?
Because I thought my prediction wasn't gonna come true about Ethan Page.
Uh,
But it did.
It
But
did
it did
kind
turn out like I
of come true.
It did work out.
Yeah, it did. He did call him out. And once we got past that first 27 minutes, I was like, man, Ethan Page ain't gonna happen. But then, lo and behold, Ethan Page just backstage. So Mystic Joe still, and you're still intact, man.
I was like, I was about to say, just take the shirt off, just get rid of it, and then like, boom, there you go.
there it went. Hopefully we see some Mystic Joe shirts moving this week. Well, Mystic Joe, we got Tuesday Night War, NXT versus AEW. I will run down the advertised card for AEW. You can touch on the NXT because I don't know who most of these people are.
Okay.
All right. So here's what's advertised for AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday. We have Mercedes Moné versus Sakura. It's a double title match. So I guess she is defending the TBS title and the New Japan Strong Women's title. We know those belts aren't leaving Mercedes. We know this is probably going. Well, a good opportunity to hit the restroom. Maybe grab some popcorn or something. I'm sorry. It's just a lot of people were fans of Sasha Banks. So I think for that to be the case, I think that WWE found a way to present her in a way that hit all of her flaws and focused on whatever strengths it was she showed at the time. I find nothing about the shtick to be entertaining. I don't think she cuts a good promo. I don't think her having a heater on the outside of the ring makes a lot of sense because they don't utilize it correctly. They've had her do matches without the heater. So why do you give her a heater? And that's about it. That's all I got there. We then have Britt Baker, DMD versus Willow Nightingale to win that one. AEW Women's title shot at Wrestle Dream. The no-brainer is that should be Britt Baker. I don't really know what they're going to do.
I don't know.
Should be. But another advertised match is Commander versus Hologram. That should be a fun match. I don't know real implications there of what that'll do for anything. Then they have another match, which is the Match of Champions. Bryan Danielson will team with Wheeler Yuta to face Claudio Castagnoli and Pac.
Like I said earlier, I think Wheeler is going to turn on Danielson.
I think you're probably right.
I understand. If you look at him, his character, he's like a goody two-shoe guy. But you watch in the past couple weeks, every time he did something heelish, he didn't stop. Like when they did the trio match with the Private Party? Yeah, Private Party.
Yeah.
When he got to him, they made him mad. He snapped. And that's when Cardios and Pat clapped for him, and then he just snapped back to reality and ran off. But I think he's going to turn on him somewhere in the match. Or at the end, when they win, he's going to turn on them.
I think so. Wheeler has the ability to come off like a killer. And I think it only makes sense for him to turn on Danielson. I think we're leading toward Mox beating Danielson at Wrestle Dream and retiring Bryan Danielson. So we may as well just have everyone turn on him. Just may as well just give everyone heat on the way out. That's all that's advertised for Dynamite. And as I said to you earlier today, what's interesting about Dynamite's Title Tuesday to me is not what is advertised, but it's the lack of things being advertised. We don't have any Hangman Page. Nobody from the Elite is advertised for the show. There's no Chris Jericho advertised that I've seen thus far. We don't have any. We don't have your marquee player that's advertised is Danielson, and that's really it. So I'm so interested in what they're going to do because there's a lot of time to fill. You have a 2-hour show with 4 matches advertised.
I think tonight, poor Prince Nana.
So I think we're going to get Bobby Lashley, right?
I feel bad. I think Prince Nana going to attack some way back in commentary. What they doing? Talking. Prince Nana snaps. Kick MVP in the leg where he falls down. Then him and Shelton Benjamin get at it. Then he beats up Shelton Benjamin somehow. And then, boom. There you go.
I hope they don't. I would rather see a unification. MVP and Prince Nana. And bring everything together, and then you can have an explosion happen later on. I think you could even work in Shane Taylor Promotions into it. And no, I am not just booking all my black wrestlers into one faction. But what you have is you have 2 factions that operate as businesses. Shane Taylor Promotions and whatever MVP is calling it. Is it the Hurt Syndicate or whatever?
Yeah.
And previously, Swerve and Nana were moguls.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's business-oriented amongst those 3 groups. They could join forces and be incorporated.
I think Prince Nana and Swerve are better off by them 2 by themselves.
I almost think Swerve's just better off alone, but I love Prince Nana, and he makes great coffee. I wish they wouldn't have teased this feud for MVP's group to be anti-Swerve Strickland and Prince Nana, because you could have just kept them completely operating away from each other until you needed Swerve versus Bobby Lashley or Swerve versus Shelton Benjamin. You don't need that matchup to start things off for these guys. Let Shelton Benjamin rip through the mid card. Let Bobby Lashley go and smash things up on the main event scene opposite Okada. Let Bobby Lashley and Brian Cage mix it up. Let me see that. We don't got to throw him in with Swerve right away. Swerve's the guy. You don't walk in and face the guy. You're not Big Show in WCW in 1995 showing up day 1 facing Hulk Hogan. Let's get our shit straight. We're not doing that.
Okay.
At least my opinion. Anyway, educate me on tonight's NXT, Joe, because from where I sit right now, what I've seen advertised, half of this card is main roster talent.
That's it. Okay. You got Randy Orton versus what's the name? Divine Evans. There we go.
Is there a reason this match is happening?
Let's see. He called out Randy Orton for some reason. No. Randy Orton called him out in a tweet after he won a match. And then in the tweet, Randy said, I'll be in, since this is his hometown, he'll be there. And he needs somebody to fight. Now, A-Town Under, they got the match because they ran into him in a parking lot somewhere when they were doing a commercial for something. And they said,
who are the guys that A-Town Down Under is facing? Who are those guys?
Those are the tag team champions, NXT.
What are their names?
I don't know.
Those aren't great tag team champions.
No, I don't know. And,
you watch NXT and you don't know their names. They don't even look like they go together. Were these just 2 random single guys they put together and put the tag belts on?
Basically, they had their feud with the group, the one group. What's the damn name? The Italian group. They had the feud with them. Then they got together. That random put together. Yeah. So if you want to put it that way, yeah.
Gotcha. Then we have Jade Cargill is going to be in NXT, where she probably should have started off with Bianca Belair.
Defending the women's title.
And who is that they're facing?
I couldn't tell you.
All righty. Then we have North American Championship is on the line. Their North American champion is Oba Femme. Is that right? Am I saying that correctly?
That's the name. Yeah, that's the name. Obis. It's kind of hard to explain. But I can't pronounce it.
Big dude. I've seen some highlights of him. Seen some of it. It was strong guy. I like him.
Yeah.
I don't know the guy that he's facing.
Not my hair done. No.
Your hair ain't getting done. Chill.
I already got it done yesterday. Ooh.
Look, he don't want to see you. Go. Let's go. Kids. Yeah. But yeah, that's all it is for the main roster. Take it over NXT to get some little spotlight on for tonight, since it's going to be in Illinois, or the hometown of Randy Orton. So I'm going to say that's going to be the main event match.
So you don't think the North American title being on line is going to be main event? I bet you they lead with Randy. I bet Randy opens the show.
Maybe.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm watching AEW tonight.
I was saying it. I don't got CW, y'all, and I ain't going to get no antenna to put on my big screen TV. So.
Here's my thing, man. Really, truly, right now, if I look at what the products are, AEW is offering me a more interesting product. Because AEW has me hooked on what they're not telling me.
My eyeball.
I want to know if Bobby Lashley's going to be there. I want to know if there's going to be hints of Shane McMahon. Again, I still don't think that's happening, but I am curious.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know why we're not advertising Hangman Page. So I want to know who he's going to beat up whenever he shows up unexpectedly. And Darby's going to be facing Brody King at WrestleDream.
Really? Oh.
So I'm going to assume at some point in time on Dynamite, Brody King is going to throw Darby off the building just because.
Just because. Yeah.
Just because. Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. I just think Darby, he should have picked to fight somebody his own side, but he can't do it.
And he does so much better just taking crazy bumps. But man, I don't know. NXT on the CW last week did really good. They got good viewership and everything. Great for them. Happy for them. Right now, just the product doesn't. I don't know. I haven't watched the product regularly in so long that I'm not that interested in it. And I'm certainly not going to pick watching it over watching AEW because I'm invested in AEW. If I look at WWE as a whole and AEW as a whole, this isn't a this or that. I like them both. But what AEW is cooking smells a lot better.
What I can say is this from the past watching NXT for the past month now. I would say as of right now, NXT is about mostly bringing up women stars right now more than the men. They got a lot of women on the NXT roster than men right now, and they're trying to showcase women as professional.
Trying to build that bench. Yeah. Gotcha. Well, with that, everyone, thank you for spending a little bit of Title Tuesday with us here on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, you're on YouTube or Spotify. Thank you for checking us out there. We appreciate you guys. Again, fundraiser for the American Red Cross on our Instagram. Any purchases from the merch table, portion of all the profits will go to the American Red Cross in the month of October. Big shout out to our friends over at Big Shots. They have one week left of their pre-orders. Promo code WWE pre-order, you'll save 10% for a limited time. So you got 1 week left on those pre-orders. Give you guys a peek at kind of like what they got going on. Cool.
Who you calling, girl? Oh. Ooh.
Look at Jey Uso.
That day was not bad.
That day was pretty dope.
I know.
And thank you, everyone, for checking us out again. Hit up the merch table. Buy a Mystic Joe shirt. He seems to be getting everything right.
So far.
And until next time, maybe we'll be back tomorrow. Gotta figure that out. Otherwise,
I can do tomorrow.
Later on this week for our weekend wrestling show. If we're not back tomorrow, everyone have a great Tuesday. Whatever you watch live, NXT or AEW. Hope you enjoy the show. Watch the other one later. We're out.